Wow, walking in my own footprints, like I've been here before. Hey, fucking mad. Seeing my own footprints amongst all the goats prints. Look, see, that's my footprint, and it's just there where I step. Oh, gotta go around. Smell of battered fish. Oh, deep fried battered fish. Funny. Man of dust. Hello. Howdy. The big fella Grizzles, he'd get me lost right about now. So I'm going to follow me captain or set my own path. Captain wants to go this way, we're going this way. Well, look, we should have followed the path there. And we would have been the same area. Can't see the dogs now. They're in the jungle. Man and dust gone wild, eh? He was a bit weird. I'm a bit weird. I'm a bit Irish. Yeah. Heritage is Irish. Mm. But I was born in the UK. All right. I grew up in Ireland. I went back to the UK. And now I'm in sunny Spain. Where are you at? Gone wild? Where are you at in the world? That's Grizzles. Captain Jack will be upon us shortly. A couple of weeks ago, this was all flooded and very flooded. Yeah, this is all filled up with water from long rains. It kept raining and raining and raining. But it wasn't even heavy, heavy rain. Just enough. And most of it got stored up on the mountains of the Sierra Nevada, where it collected as snow and then fell down and falls down every day. Freezing cold water flows through the river. Here comes the Captain Jack. So, we're going to make a little detour because we don't want to get caught up in the fucking fire no more. We keep getting caught up in the freaking limbo of the fireplace. You see them burnt out trees there? All of this was burnt out. Yeah, I'm not sure. A couple of years ago or last summer, I'm not sure. It said that there was large amounts of marijuana growing here, so they just set fire to it. Yeah. Look, Shepherd's Caves, for emergency weather protection. And see, but they're not much good when it rains. Because when it rains, them places get flooded. When I get to that silver birch tree, I think it's silver birch or it's a populus. I can't remember what it is. I'm not too up on my trees really. But when I get to that silver tree over there, I'm gonna sit down and roll a joint. That's what I do best. Sitting around smoking weed. It's great. If only I could do it as a job. Find somebody to employ me to sit around smoking weed. That'd be cool. I can cook. So yeah, somebody else can make sure that the kitchen's full. Just give me like a restaurant's kitchen and I can cook. Yeah. Just make sure there's regular deliveries. Yeah. I've had a touch today. I've had a nice Sunday. I didn't have to go into town, but I wanted to. So I get to town and surprisingly meeting loads of peoples. And oddly, oh, I've dropped my hat. I'm not walking back. I'll find it next time I'm passing there. Oh well. You win some and you lose some. And I've just lost my hat. Oh well, never mind. It can be retrieved another day. Here are those trees I wanted to sit at. So I'm going to sit here and I see how long it takes for me dogs to find me. Hi. Hi. Yeah. I think I take the shade of both the trees, not just one of them. Nice view, that, isn't it? If you're on the other side of the river, don't be looking now, because I'm going to get my pee-pee machine out and do a pee-pee. Wait. The fella sleeping in his car seen me. Yeah. But I don't care. He's in Spain. And he's probably seen me loads of times because we used to live in the same hippie community. Miles and miles up there. Well, not so many miles, but about 6 or 7 kilometers. A good 4 or 5 miles away. All right, don't sit there because that's where I pee-peed. All right, our captain. Bare bones in the house. Yo, John Tracy. Yippee ki yay. What's happening? Black Watch. Yo, yo, yo. You have couches. Happy days. David Fryer. Oh, dear, you poor fellow, man. Waiting for the ambulance. Oh, for feck's sake. A day is Sunday in hospital. Oh, dear, oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, dear, oh, dear. Man of dust. Mate, I'm smoking a couple of different strains. I've got some green poison. Not with me right now. Yeah, and I got some Tropicana banana, and I got some Gorilla Cross, as well as multiple hashes. Only little blims of the multiple hashes and pollens. Yum, yum, yum. I know, right? I think somebody's laughing at me. Email. I'm round the corner. Chocolate's made. New South Wales. Good day, mate. Down in Australia. Nice, nice, nice. Happy days. Oh, I tried highlighting new comments, but I highlighted a message that was on the chat instead. Babette's in the house. Is she? Is Babette in the house? I'm not seeing Babette's messages yet. Maybe my signal's not so good. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what accumulates us here today together right here, right now, right, is I was just bumbling along the road, minding my own business, and I checked some messages that were sent to me, and there was some message about some fella crying about his mate cheating him. I mean, like, seriously, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, the amount of con artists that we've met on YouTube. It is like, whoa, it's hardly surprising. You know, like long before I came to YouTube, people were proud of YouTube for the apparent easy earnings and how free people was sharing their cash. And to be cheated, you know, is it really? Is it really the individuals that are on the receiving, or is it the people that are receiving the lessons? I mean, doing these things just for drama, which a lot of people do, happy days. I did bare bones. I did get bored listening to some. I got shared a link, right? I got shared a link. That's what it was, yeah. And this fella crying, crying. I mean, like that fella must have been really crying a couple of years ago in order to be put in the position that he's in today. But like seriously, crying about being made a fool of. But I mean, like he's only being made a fool of by his own accords. Yeah, he was fooled into a situation, nothing to do with me, no people that I know personally, only via YouTube. And I get to thinking, why are these things brought to my attention? You know, these things are brought to my attention because the people that send me these links of these people doing these crying, yeah, these people are like acting like gangsters, setting narratives, setting the laws and the standards of YouTube. And then when it backfires on them, it's everybody else's fault. Absolutely mad. I don't know why they don't just sit down, smoke some weed, and just shut the fuck up and chill the fuck out. You get me, yeah? There's nobody taking shots at me, by the way. That's fireworks for a celebration in the town here, or in the village rather. I'm not going because it's a tiny little village, yeah, and it's the celebrations at the school, and I really don't go to schools. Do you get me, right? Exactly, Black Watch, and that's what I witnessed from those channels. The channel that I referred to today, you know, I met them in shit talking channels. They encouraged the shit talkers. They allowed lies and bullies. They encouraged lies and bullies, and then it backfires on them, and then they're crying. You get me, yeah? And it's like, for me, I laugh at people like that, but I laugh in like a cynical way. You know, it's like a sinister way. Yeah, I laugh because it's pure evil, and it's just like perfect timing, and it's just like, yeah. The last Sunday of the last Sunday of April. Very impressive times we're coming up to now. You know, when people thought they were dying during the Corona and COVID and all that whatnot, a lot of people recognize that life is short. Yeah, and it can be taken from us at any time. You get me, right? Anytime. And I think that was like the mental programming that was enforced, you know, like through the 4G and stuff, you know. Yeah, give it away, give it away, give it away now, because yeah, you're gonna get corona and you're not gonna survive it. Yeah, and so you know what good is it where it's at? So while you're, you know, like everybody's dying off with corona, it's like, yeah, it was easy for people to get into that mental state of sharing. But now people are in this mental state of, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, we didn't die. The world didn't get better. Man of dust, we sure do have a lot of love around here. For sure, we got a lot of love around here. And we share that love. You get me? Right? So today, my beautiful day, right? Before I got this sidestep, yeah, my beautiful day. I was just in the town of Orkiva and just sat there having a smoke at the bus stop. And all of a sudden, this fella that I recognizes, and I'll tell you how I recognized him or why I recognize him. Absolute romance. Absolute romance. Yeah. Now, I know him, first off, when I was given a dead horse. It was his land where the horse was grazing, where the horse was buried. Um, then a few years later, there's a situation where he'd given one of my neighbors some goats. I was minding other people's goats, and those goats were attacked by three wolf dogs. Now, meeting this fella again today, years down the line, talking with him about what's what, and he said, when you're ready to go up your mountain, even today, if you want goats, if you want chickens and rabbits, you can have them, boy. I've got them. You can have them. So if and when I'm ready to go back up my mountain, or if and when I'm invited to stay down here on a long term, I know where I'm getting my livestock from. And that's brilliant. You get me? Love is all around me, and so the feeling grows. Hello, beautiful. What are you saying? What's that? What are you putting your paw there for me for? Hmm? You got dirty paws. You want lovin's. You want cuddles. You want kisses. Mm, um, mm, mm. I'm not sure what type of tree that is. I think it's a populus, is it? I don't think it's silver birch. It looks silver. And these leaves, they look silvery from a distance. Mm, nice place to be sat smoking a joint. Tell you that. Not a sound of a car, not another person. Just the sound of the river, a couple of birds chirping away. The trees are dancing, so they making noise. I got happy dogs. Yeah, my boys are happy. You know, Captain. You know, Grizzles. Happy boys and all. We're gonna keep walking. On the mark. You know, Grizzles. On the mark. He's ready to go. And it looked like he was having a siesta. I suppose you're used to desert place, desert views, being in New South Wales. Hey, gone wild. Very nice friends of the channel in Australia. We got two cool for banshees, bunkfish. Hookstagram. Yeah. There's lots of folk, but I just a bit brain dead at the moment. It's sunshine. Yeah. And I'm more I'm walking than I do talking. Gammas. I look beautiful river. Bit of cloud coming over just as we're getting nearer home. We've still got a good 40 minutes walk home yet. I think it's about 40 minutes from here. Oh, what's been tied up there then? Oh yeah, I do need to go this way. I'll get trapped that way, one way or another. So I have to go up this way to go down. Shame really, because it's a nice walk along the river. When it gets shallower and not so strong, I mean, even if it was that deep, but not as strong current, then I'd be walking through it because it's nice, keeps the body fresh on hot days like this. Cool your feet, and you recognize you'll have a cool head. That dirty black cloud there, see, that could crack and just like gather and just like piss down. It could. There's clouds all around there. There's clouds all around there and there. There could quite easily be rain. Oh yeah. We found a nice little crossover up here where it's reasonably flat. So that's what we're aiming for, rather than, well, we're climbing up this road. And get more stoned when doing things. So this is a 15, maybe 16, 17 kilometer round trip there and back. So one of my buddies said to me in town earlier, yep. Captain sniffing over there. And the grizzle's sniffing up here. Here comes the captain. village dogs behind the gates to greet us. Like music for some people, isn't it? Listening to dogs barking. But then you listen to many dogs, and then you'll hear their owners telling them, shut the fuck up. I mean, what's the point of having a dog if you're going to tell it to shut up all the time? I mean, there's a time and place. You get me? Yeah. And that's what my Captain Jack's learned from living with me. Me Captain Jack, he's learned when to be loud and when to be quiet. Yeah. He don't waste his energy fucking barking at nothing. He's proper cool like that. Like really cool. Like the coolest. And I mean like the coolest. Now that dickhead, he's gone that way. Just because, you know, the dogs give him attitude. Chris, come on. Wee. I'll be walking on the same surface as the moon, look. Yeah? See the moon? That's the moon surface. Yeah. I got so high smoking my weed, I'm walking on the moon. And this is why we come walking the 4x4 terrain. Yeah, the horse terrain. All right, because there's a fucking nicer view in it. Why walk on the road when you can walk along beauties? Why walk in disturbance when you can walk in peace? Why be threatened by toxic fucking fumes from the vehicles when you can get fresh air? The toxic fumes are addictive, I think. I had an idea earlier. Why they don't put like peppermint or citronella or tea tree or patchouli oil in gasoline? So at least when you're burning your cars, they smell nice. You get me? Huh? Maybe I'll sell that design to a Volkswagen. Make your car smell nice, and like burn some fucking or no, that'd be Esso and Shell, wouldn't it? BP, the big petrol. Yeah, I'd have to approach them. So now we're walking on the rings of Saturn. Yep. We've jumped planets. Now we're definitely on the rings of Saturn. All these dusty particles. Happy Sunday, everyone. Are you having a roast dinner? Are you going to any restaurants? Are you having family around or visiting family? You got friends coming around? You having a barbecue? What's the story? What's the plans for your Sunday, peoples? Don't be chicken, because we knows the Black Watch loves to eat a bit of chicken. Miss Magpie, good to see you, my dear. Oh, you did see a tumbleweed, John Tracy. You sure did. Yep. You want to see another one? And another one. They're not proper tumbleweeds, these ones, but they are tumbling and they are weeds. Or space dogs. I've gone sending to outer space to find the human race. I'll send your brain to another dimension. Pay close attention. Ah, that's pretty cool. I just see two of the same cars, one coming this way, one going that way. One with a woman driver and one that could be a woman, but it was a male. I have to clear my throat here because this is where the dickhead said, "If I see your dogs out loose, I'm sending my dogs out to attack them." Yeah, good luck. My dogs are friends with your dog. Your dog will come home with me, so I avoid that uh, individual now. He makes shit coffee as well. He uses instant, the terrible instant, and he makes it black with no sugar. So that's just terrible coffee. I mean, I'd rather not drink coffee if it's going to be black. Thank you very much. If it's not got milk and sugar, I'm not interested. I'll settle for cream, and I don't even mind soya or almond or corn or whatever milk you want to fucking sample in with the coffee. I don't mind. I like condensed milk. Yeah, but like black coffee, fuck that. Yeah, unless I'm really, really dehydrated. And then I'm more inclined to say, nope, I'll just have that glass full of water, thank you. Muck, muck, where do you think you're going? I see you getting excited. Now it's not very sunny today, right? But I'm hoping the family of turtles that I've located will be out enjoying the warmer air when I'm passing. And if I sneak up cleverly, damn, I'm using the StreamYard. I won't be able to focus in. But yeah, be prepared. If you like seeing turtles in a natural environment, I got them. That was about a 10-year-old on like a 50cc quad. I reckon I could push that kid off that quad. You get me? Yeah? Huh? He's lucky he's going that way and not this way. I could do with a little 50cc quad for this track. You get me? Huh? Who was it? I don't know. Huh. But no, I couldn't do anything like that. Maybe if I was 9 or 8, but because I'm like 45, I can't be going pushing 10-year-olds off, can I? Yeah. Well, they are the easier target. Captain, Macho, Ticket, have you turned your back on me? What are you looking at me like that for? Hello, dickhead. Grizzles, muck muck. You a muck muck grizzles? Or are you a muck muck dickhead? Oh, you're a muck muck dickhead. Oi, dickhead. What are you laughing at? You know, I'm walking with this joint in my hand here, and I really do think I need to light it up. Oh, Casey. How are you doing, Casey? Good afternoon to you, good sir. Are you out in Alicante munching on all those nisperos? Have you found any mulberries? Yeah, the mulberries are in season as well. Yeah, here in Spain at least. Mulberries and nisperos. And get the last of them lemons. You get me? Yeah. Well, Alicante and Murcia, you can find lemon all year round. To be honest with you, from my experience, from my knowledge. I don't know what it is, but I've got a right fucking sting on the left cheek of my arse. Yeah. And it's like really freaking annoying for hours now. And no matter what I do, I just can't get rid of that fucking. It's like a sting. Nearly every step I walked. So maybe there's a scorpion in my trousers. Huh. That'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Find a scorpion fucking hanging off my butt cheek. Hola. Buenos días. Right. Oh, that's unusual. My lighter slipped out of the sling. Yeah, he used to. Kev, good afternoon, good morning. Well, we've just passed 4:20. It's 4:21. Good timing. Hey, all right. Oh, puppies. You see that beautiful lady on the bicycle saying, "Hi, Steve." I hope she's not following me. She only says that because she sees me dogs and because I've had a shave. Before I shaved the other day, she was quite sour and grumpy. And when she don't see me dogs, she's quite sour and grumpy. Uh, it's quite funny because when she first met me, dogs, especially Grizzles, she's like, "Oh, keep him away. He's vicious." Grizzles is one of the softest dogs you're gonna meet. Serious. Huh. Yeah, yeah. I haven't lit this frickin' joint yet. That's why I keep sneezing. No, I'm sneezing right now because I haven't got my hat. My hoodie is in my in my backpack. Yeah. Hey, I got given a really cool backpack the other day. It's the perfect size. If I'm ever to be homeless again, this is the perfect size backpack. And I'd recommend this size to anyone. You don't need anything bigger. And anything smaller, um, maybe for the winter. No, for the summer. For the yeah, smaller. Right up here, I'm gonna sit down. Well, maybe down at the end of this track. Yeah, at the end of this track, where there's always shade. But that black cloud might open up at any moment. Yeah. But fuck it. Hey, let's get pissed on by the gods of science. Whew. I'm not sure, did I? Oh, yeah, yesterday. Can't remember what I did. Loads of stuff. And the day before. Right, yeah, and today's Sunday. That's why there's not been a day of rest for months. It feels like, but I know I've rested loads. Yeah, yeah, sitting around getting stoned, sitting with the cats and dogs. Oi, oi, Miss Magpie's gone to check the family dinner. It's Sunday. That's what families do. Have family dinners. Yep. Huh. I've got some surprises for eating. Yeah. Yeah. Miss Magpie, if you're listening in, yeah, check this out, right? And John Tracy and Blackwatch, you'll know about this stuff, right? And Jamie Sawyer, if you was listening, yeah, big up. So check this out, right? In the town up here of Orkiva, I go to the sweet shop and get some bits and pieces occasionally. Sweets. For my knees, for my elbows, for my shoulders, for, yeah, the gelatine sweets. Grizz, Grizz, Mook, Grizzles, where you going? Come here now. Come, come on. Come here. Mook, 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 dickhead. And so, yeah, back in my village, I used to get these Hungarian, Romanian, and Polish meats and sausages. Well, I found an outlet here in this village, up in this town, They got the similar meat. So, yep, I'm happy today. Having some smoked fat and some Romanian sausages. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Now they're gonna put they ain't gonna girth these sausages, okay? But they got the length. Did you get me? Huh? They got the length. I'm not sure if it's like of anything else other than the sausage that it is, whether it have the same attractions for it being so long and thin. Wait. Hey. Hey. Wait. Yeah, Mrs. Magpie, you like that Lila June? Yeah, it was nice. I enjoyed listening to that. Yep. All right. I'm not going to wait until I get home, Mrs. Magpie. I'm going to get my sausages out now. First off, let me show you this big lump of meat. This big lump of fat. Yeah. Wow. That's belly fat, smoked, fucking lush. That. But that's a bit better, isn't it? very succulent, very tasty sausages. Are very similar to the buckwurst or bratwurst. Oh no, don't be burning. Yeah, they were much bigger. The ones I had up on the mountain. Mm. And the nicest of sausages as well. Yeah. So that's cheered me up a bit. Having a bite of sausage. Mm. Now we're in the lush green areas. A female bitch saying hello to the dogs. Even that owner was having this dog to be quiet. Oh well, when I get home, I've got knives there and salt and pepper and soya sauce. I'd be slicing that belly fat off. Oh, oh, that's gonna be nice. That's something to look forward to. In the meantime, I got happy sausages to be munching on. If I fancy another munch. Oh, Chris was going for a poo. And dry nuggets falling out of his arse. Anyone want to go and see them? They're right over there. Personally, I can't stand the smell of his turds. So I'm glad to be passing. Without getting a whiff. Wow. Those black clouds are gathering. Will I get home before it gets wet? Mm-hmm. You know, when I was a teenager, there's only one female chef that was like somewhat a bit famous. I think what was her name, Delia Smith or something like that. All the other chefs of the world was men. You know, for some weird reason. So that was odd, wasn't it? How men's better cook than the woman's for many years, and yet we associate the woman's with cooking, kitchen work as a woman's job. But yet, men better cook. We're better chefs. You know? Wow. The captain's drifting behind us somewhere. He's got his reputation around these parts. He's one of the top dogs around here. Yeah. He don't seem to get no hassle. The Grizzlies don't get much hassle these days either. When we first came down here this time around in December, there was a couple of dogs that had attitude for him, which is why you get left behind often. It's upsetting for myself because dogs are dogs. GMs, I know what dogs are like. Yeah, dogs need to interact like those boisterous boys. They need to interact, and then when they know, they know. Yeah. Grizzlies ain't a fighter. He ain't gonna hurt the other dogs, but he's gonna throw his weight around. He's gonna bounce around with them. I've seen how he plays. There could be thunder and lightning. There could be torrential rains, or there could just be like the threats. There he is, caught up finally. Huh? It'd be so cool to have a microphone on him on Captain Jack. And seriously, yeah, you would learn that he laughs, he talks. Yeah, he really does. He really fucking does. And I don't mean like husky talking, yeah, or French bulldog talking, or Staffy talking. You know, I mean like this fella actually puts effort in from his stomach. Yeah, he not growling. He like, yeah, it's quite funny and romantic. Wow, somebody's been putting pebbles down this ways. Thank you very much. It wasn't me. I wouldn't do such a thing like that. But it's good to see the water lessening. I haven't come off the track. I haven't come off the road. Brilliant. I've stayed on it. Grizzle's diverted. He's looking for his mate. There's a big truck here. And when they arrived days after, their dog died. And the poor girl carried her dog all the way down this road and up into those mountains, following the river up into the mountains. And Grizzles walked all the way with her. Yeah. All the way. Yep. That was quite romantic. So he comes around looking for that girl still. Yeah, we're getting closer and closer to the turtles. Now the problem is Grizzles and Captain Jack being up ahead of me. They're gonna scare the turtles away. Fuckers. You got me? Them turtles are sensitive beings, yeah? I'd be some distance away and they know that I'm there. And I see them shuddering off into the waters. And then they bury themselves into the mud. This morning when I was passing, they were surfacing. Yeah, I don't. I can see their pool from here, but I can't see them on the bank. There's not enough sunshine. Wow, looks like a tractor's been down here today. Wonder what they've been doing. Yeah, that's definitely a tractor or a bobcat or something like that. Yeah, there's the turtle puddle. Them's not there. Them's in the water. They only come out for the sunshine, I think. We can see their silhouettes. Oh, Grizzles is going in there. Oh, he's found a pond skater. What did the turtles do with him in there? Ugh, dirty water, Captain. Get back up on the road, I'd say, because I want to see what that machine's done, if anything. Okay. Can't see him done anything really, apart from driven down there. Could be a quad 4x4 tread. Looking at the width of it, mini bobcat or quad, adult size quad. Yes, if I had 2 tires and 2 batteries on my bus, it would drive down here. Most of all because I'm a good driver. Yeah, that's how I know I'd get me bus down here. Oh, take me home, Captain. Give me a piggyback. Ha, what are you laughing at? It's not funny, I'm serious. Hey, whenever he laughs at me like that, I think like, seriously now. Who taught you to laugh like that? Huh? Okay. I think I can see my tent. It's all right, Mr. Magpie. If there's ever any accidents like that, you know Mr. Magpie knows it's my fault. Yeah, yeah. We all knows that. It's all right. I'm responsible. I'll be the responsible one of us all. Nay bother. You get me? Yeah, getting me loud and proud of you. Oh, yeah. You can smell Silent Grizzles. What can you smell? It's been over here, hasn't it? I can definitely see my tents now. Wow. If I fell down here now, I could crawl to my tents. Probably get covered in bugs. Look at long vegetation. Definitely get covered in bugs. Do you get me? Oh, right, what we doing? Grabbing a knife and going sitting down over there. Yeah. Meow. Ow. There's mommy cat. Can see the babies. Hello, mommy cat. Hi. Babies! Hola! Meow! Meow! Hello, babies. Hi, mommy. Nice babies, isn't they? Yeah, you. Hello, Ginge. Right, Ginger Balls. Hi. 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 Yeah, 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 yeah. Oy, oy, oy. Here we are. Oh, we got somebody at the door. Listen to this. Yo-ho.
You. Good Abend,
Uh,
Fräulein. Would you care for a peek at my breakfast?
no, I got left in the supermarket. Yo,
Mm,
yo, Slobber's in the house.
you know something, Steve?
I know
Ever,
Slobber Joe's in the house.
ever since you turned 45, you're getting very forgetful.
Oh,
You
yeah?
haven't, yes. You're forgetting to
Okay.
pin the link, and you're dozing off rather early. Mrs. Magpie said to me, ever since he turned 45, he's forgetting things. She's worried.
Oh.
We did notice that, by the way. But there you go.
There
I don't
we
know what
go.
they found. Huh?
And there we go.
I don't know what they found in yesterday's. I didn't even play a whole song. I don't know what they're. I think they're beginning to. The
Welcome,
AI's
nothing.
starting to take note or something. But Slobberjaw. I tried. I go find his channel. I could not find his channel. I will go
No?
find it now. I will go find it now. Crap.
Look at that. These animals are about to mug me. Yeah. I got me I got me smoked meat out. They're
Yeah.
trying to rob me now.
Let's see. He has.
Back off. Let us see.
Anyway. I go subscribe. Okay, Slobberjaw, I got your channel pegged. There. So now you have 95 subs. I'm so envious. So it was a market shop today, was it? A trip to the shops today, Steve?
Yeah, yeah, straight to the shops today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you get me?
Some smoked pig fat and some sausages and some
Oh,
Texas barbecue Pringles and a loaf of bread.
easy to make. But oh yeah, the 100. I don't know what you get at 100. Everybody go sub. I watched a live today from that Jay Blue. He
Yeah,
kept losing the chat. He couldn't get the chat to show, and you're in there going knock, 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 knock. So he had to give it up. Seems few things are acting up. And I thought to myself, I wonder if Steve goes live. Will we forget to pin the link? And you did.
I
Seems like
haven't forgot. I haven't forgot it. I just didn't do it. Yeah. You see how these animals are fucking trying to mug me? I can't even eat my own food because they trying to fucking eat it for me.
just imagine if you put on sausage aftershave. I mean, all the animals would be at you. Think about it. But anyway. Phew.
So what flavor is your chicken today?
Beg pardon?
What flavor is your chicken today?
Oh, the chip. Yeah, I just had some. I got to. I had to ask on StreamYards because you take a rotisserie chicken home for the day for the meal. How many days before it's no good in the fridge? It's usually around 3. Point is, I have to eat it up or it'll go.
Hang
Nah.
on, I got a visitor.
Yeah, pancakes. I haven't had pancakes for forever. There's a place called the Waffle House here, and they have preserves like blueberry, strawberry, and all that for pancakes. And out there, oh, is it ever good? All the coffee you can drink. Can't get near the place on Sundays for brunch. You just forget it. If you're not there by 10 in the morning, you just won't get served. That was a very long time ago. But anyway. You know what you just remind me of, Slobberjaw? There's a guy. I haven't seen him, so I'll say his name. What was his name? Oh, God. Something B. Gets mixed up with something V. I forget his first name. And he was a pest on panels. He'd say, good morning, weather, how are you to the panel? So everybody says, good morning. Then he'd go one by one with, how are you? Good morning. But anyway, what he made a mistake was he said, I went down to like the 7-Eleven, and some young lady says to him, your blue shirt is adorable. Well, he said it on panel. So now everybody calls him adorable. Haven't seen him in a couple of years. Adorable. I'm adorable. Oh, not sugar, Mrs. Bagpot. Icing sugar? Oh, no, you don't do that. Lemon's not bad. But if you get really good blueberry preserves, and just a touch of maple syrup. And of course, butter, 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 butter. It's, man. And bacon, like that, or all beef sausages on the side or something. I don't know. It was really good. Cost you about $50 at the end of it, but it was worth it. Sugar, sugar, no, no. You put maple syrup on it, it's like melted sugar. What do you call it? Crystallized sugar, whatever you call it. Whatever happens to sugar when you. But anyway, oh, guess what, Steve? Where'd Steve go? We lost Steve. No, you know what they have here, Mrs. And apparently, Mrs. Magpie, it's Canadian, and they call it female bacon. And it could be like the States pork belly or something, and you slice it, kind of like a slab, and it's when you look from the side, it's about 2.5 inches by 4 inches, like rounded like that. You slice it, female bacon. It's not fatty at all. It's really good. It has like cornmeal on it to preserve it, but it's kind of a chore to cook it. You'll never survive Canada, Mrs. Magpie. It's kind of the way it is. And beef sausages, they're not greasy. I know what you mean grease, but they're not. It's not greasy. If you leave it so there is a fair amount of grease, it's awful. It's hard to eat. I think Steve has stepped out to the facilities. Not selling it to me. You don't have to, try the female bacon if you can get it, Mrs. Magpie. Sugar, okay, sugar and lemon, geez. A way to a woman's heart is through her pancakes and lemon, is it? Yeah. It depends. I mean, it depends on what there's potato pancakes, there's all, it depends what you make it out of. I'm getting tired of chicken. I'm going to tell them don't get a chicken again. Bacon goes on. No, yeah, okay, on breakfast with eggs or something. What I'm talking about is a brunch, usually on Sundays, 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and then coffee, and you take your shopping home and wait for dinner, I guess. Not your what? Pudding? I don't get it. Pudding. I don't really care for pudding. Tell you the truth. Rice pudding. I don't really care for any of them. Never have. Oh, Steve. Must have been something I said. Gravy and gravy and biscuits or something else. It's more of a southern state type of thing, but gravy and biscuits are just like a meal in the States. But, that depends. No, you don't put anything in coffee. You have coffee, coffee. Coffee is coffee. That's what you. Anyway, pudding desserts. I don't know. No, I don't. Nah, no. Like blood pudding and all that crap. Ugh. It's raining here, Mrs. Magpie. You sent the rain here. I'm going to get even. April showers. April was finished. I was wondering where the pudding desert is. Is there a desert over in England I don't know about called pudding? I'm putting in the desert. Yeah. Oh, wonder where the English language ever came from. See, there's a desert. Now you got sand, they called it a desert. And then you go to an oasis, they said, well, what are you going to eat at the oasis? Well, not a desert, dessert or something. The English language is stupid. Stupid. I don't hear Steve at all. I'm talking to myself again. Did you see David Pryor earlier in the thing? I wonder if he's okay. Something about his stomach waiting for the ambulance, or I don't know. Done that before. No fun. Get Steve to fly you over, Mrs. Magpie, and we'll go for brunch. Ew. I called DJ a beach. What? I called. What? I called a DJ a PA. So is this you phoned a radio station or you went to a dance and they had a DJ or something? Oh, okay, whatever it is. DJ. Oh well. So how many demerit points did that cost you? Well, how could you call them that? You don't go on panels. You don't go on panels. Should I tell you a little story? Get you in trouble. Yeah, well, so can the word. There's a young man who's now 30 in Sheridan, Arkansas, and he was born with cerebral palsy. And his wheelchair is about 427 pounds, and he's 200 pounds. So you're talking about 627 pounds. Anyway, we were in a Zoom, backstage, like after the live, and they said what you said, BJ. And he says, what's a BJ? And they said, Blackwatch, explain a BJ to Alex. Yeah, let's just say I didn't. Just reminded me of that. Tell you what. Oh, about that? Explain a BJ to Alex. The guy's 30 years old with cerebral palsy, and his whole world is computers. I have a computer that's working, and he'll screw it up, and. But yeah, explain it to him. Oh, I was tempted to explain it to him too. You know something, Mrs. Magpie? I used to do torrents. If you know what torrents are, and wouldn't have done. Well, I don't know. I How do you explain it? Like 30 years old and is naive about anything. It just. I could tell you stories, Mrs. Magpie, about the time over there. And there's a woman just outside of Bogota, Colombia, Catherine. Wonderful. But she has it too. But she knows everything. You know what I mean? She just. Yeah. I wish I could get a hold of her again. I wonder what happened. But anyway, yeah. I thought I had stepmom, Julia Roberts, Susan Sarandon. But the guy in 10 kilometers outside of Newcastle, I think that's where you are, and he sent me it yesterday. Have you seen Stepmom, Mrs. Magpie? The movie, Stepmom with Julia Roberts and Susan Sarandon. Yeah, the torrents are pretty well gone now. In fact, Windows 10, you load uTorrent. You haven't seen it? Well, the whole thing is there's Ed, not Ed Asner, somebody, Ed, well known actor, can't think of his last name. And he's the husband, he's a lawyer. And him and Susan Sarandon have a young boy, like 5 or something, and a girl, 12. And they divorce, right? 10K, yeah. What 10K a mile? 10 a kilometer is 5/8 of a mile. Take a kilometer, that's 5/8 of a mile. So if you're doing 100 kilometers an hour, it's 60 miles an hour. But anyway, they divorce. And he meets Julia Roberts, who is a photographer. And she's younger, not that much younger. And of course, the thing about being a stepmom. And then they find out Susan Sarandon has cancer, which eventually takes her, but you don't see that in the movie. Point is, she's trying to help the teenage girl. Julia Roberts trying to set it up, and this teenage boy, I guess it's middle school, is razzing her, about popularity and that. Anyway, Julia Roberts comes up with this. She sets him up with an underwear model. That's my boyfriend, and but the whole thing was a snowblower. You probably don't know what a snowblower is. You know where that's going. 10K is 5/8 of a mile. Oh, so that, my head with math. About half a mile, so about six miles. About 6 miles. And of course, the girl doesn't know what a snowblower is either, right? Ah, dear. A snowblower? A BJ. Well, you might want to keep ice cubes in the freezer for this. You get my drift. Ice cubes, shards of ice. Kind of a cold awakening. You get my point. Anyway, where the hell did Steve go? Oh, Steve. So maybe he muted to talk to somebody. That's what he was going to do. No, I'm not going to. I don't want to bother him. Maybe the bicycle lady is stopped by again, chasing him. Liberation minded. I don't know what we did with Steve. Steve's MIA. I said some woman on a bicycle is chasing him down the road and trying to get a hold of his sausages or something. I don't know. But, well, Mrs. Magpie, I can't play any music because that's going to take this out, apparently. The AI is on to Steve's channel by the look of it. Yesterday's one they took down. I didn't play a full song, did I? I didn't play any full song. So I think they're on to, whoever's doing it. So leave them alone for a while. Anybody want to come up? I can't let you on panel. I can't let you on panel. Oh. So what do you have for breakfast, Mrs. Magpie? Bangers and mash? You got company. I don't know. I got who left? They left or you left? Your company squatted on your property? Oh God. I guess it's what? It's not noon yet. Oh, you got afternoon, Sunday afternoon. 12 is 4:18 there, right? 4:18 in the afternoon. Oh yeah, yesterday, yeah. No, I only Steve said something about home where you hang your hat. That was the you know, Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was it, and he says, I know that, so I stopped it. I didn't play a full song. There's only two or three of them, so I don't know what their problem was. I mean, Steve can take the video and then mute. You go along and you mute that part, like say from 6 minutes to 7 minutes, and they let the video go up. I don't know with the chat. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Whatever. Maybe not worth the time to edit the video. But no, I didn't. I didn't play. It didn't do what I was doing it with the music, but they still took it down for. Actually, it now says it's not available in your country. So I would imagine the video is available in some country in the world. I don't. Who knows? It's stupid. Well, I'll already work it out. Mm. Yeah, I know. From what I understand, the live ones, the ones where they're performing live, they can't really touch because it's public domain. But sometimes you gotta. I don't understand. Yeah, Russia does, but it says not available in my country. So what's that mean? What you can in Russia? So yeah. I don't know. Yeah, Russia has very strict ones or something. What you can and cannot listen to, which makes sense when you think about it. But I don't know. I don't know. Steve's okay with it. It depends on what's going on. That's a very old song. The Papa was a Rolling Stone. Why they hit it. I understand YouTube. There's a guy, Mr. H. I don't know his last name. I can't remember it. And he has a staff of about 50 or 52. And they manually monitor YouTube for record companies. So I don't know. But keep. I have a band, but it keeps getting to turn it. I have a van, but keeps forgetting to turn it on. A band? BAN. I don't know what you're on about. I don't. The band here is a truck. Is a I don't know. How do you turn your fan on? I don't know. You mean a fan? You meant BPN. Yeah, I was going to get that from Firefox, Mozilla. I think it's about $5 um, $5 a month. I don't see it. Keep switching it and turning it on, and yeah, I know. No VPN. Okay. Um, Virtual network provider. I forgot what it stands for. Virtual private network. Something like that. VPN. I just can't be. I'm not going to spend the money on it because then you have to keep looking. Yeah, Mozilla. That's about the most. I think it's about $4.99 a month. Um, I think that's American dollars, and I don't know how good it is. But to keep, then you got to search the countries to try to figure. I think they have about 200 servers, don't they? Something like that. Mozilla has 200 worldwide or something, and it's too much bother. Just you could get that where videos like that, and then you hunt around for the country code. Then you find out it's private. Whoever uploaded it, you got to get permission from them. So it's just not worth it. Not to me. Not no videos, worth that hassle. Canada has pretty liberal laws, in some respects. So I don't run into it that often. But yeah, yeah, it's Mozilla Firefox. It's um, Mozilla Firefox is a browser. Mozilla is a non-profit, more or less Jewish-run organization, Mozilla.org, and they put out Firefox. They sold Thunderbird. Thunderbird was a desktop email. You hook it into, you can save it. They sold that. They have Mozilla is just Mozilla VPN. Whatever. That's the only one I use is Firefox. I don't use the others. Particularly, you'll note with vision. If you have any vision issues, Mozilla provides much more. Is it what? Chinese? You got no. No, it's not Chinese. Mozilla is an American. I'm pretty sure. I thought nonprofit. It's a. Oh, I'll go see. See what Google says about it. I'm sure it's Mozilla.org, and you can't have org unless you're nonprofit registered. Um, uh, let's see. Mozilla Foundation, styled as Mozilla. It's American. Mozilla is an American. Mozilla Foundation is American. Duh. Chinese. Conspiracy theories. Everything is Chinese. It's operated infrastructure. I don't know what it is. It's American. Oh, wait a minute. Let's see. Mozilla Does China own Mozilla? No. Mozilla is a free software community created in 1998 by members of the Netscape. Remember Netscape, the original browser? Mozilla took it over. Netscape, yeah, thought so. I thought so. The cheese, what cheese? Not Mozilla cheese. Oh yeah, okay, cheese. Mozilla cheese, mozzarella. Boston Trend. Yeah. Well, you must admit there's a big thing about China owns everything. One time I said, the channel I went to, when they tested the platforms, they decided on Zoom. So I said I use Zoom, and somebody barked at me that Zoom is Chinese. And I said, even if it's Chinese, do you think they want to listen to us talk? Whatever. Stupid. I guess we lost everybody. We've lost Steve. Must be my magnetic personality came out again. Lots is gone. You notice that? I don't like you. I don't care if you don't like me. Well, I'm going to leave. Well, you go right ahead. Stupid. No, I replied to you, Mrs. Magpie. Those comments that were in my channel that I told you about. I took them all out. Whatever. They're probably tired of lambasting me for everything somebody else did to their mother or something. I don't know. I have no idea what I did. I didn't do anything. Oh well, you can't win them all, can you, Swabberjaw? You know. What I find Swabberjaws, they don't like the truth. Like how I was saying, if you don't know there's a problem, you don't identify, you can't fix it. And if you don't know your enemy, you don't go to war, which is like Hitler deciding in August to go to war with Russia and they win the winter. Whatever. It's what can you do? I mean, at least you can tolerate each other, maybe, but, if it's not going to work, it's not going to work. And if somebody has to leave, I was going to say to Steve that day, it's like a ship. The channel's like a ship. Then the captain is the creator. And he makes people walk the plank or not. That's it. The final thing is them. But anyway, I don't know. Well, yeah, I mean, you try. I mean, there's going to be differences, and they're going to be, but people that don't want to look at the truth, and sometimes the truth is very ugly, and it's harmful, and it hurts. But you got to look at it that way. It is the truth. I don't know. Comes a point in life you're just too old to play the game. It's just the way it is, and that's the way you are, and that's the way it is. It's like Steve, he's 45 now. That's it. And he's gone around the bend. He's literally gone around the bend. I don't know where he's gone. You know what I think happened? Steve got all sausage sauce on him. All the oil from the sausages. And the animals are licking him to death. And he's out there giggling in the field. Oh, God. Mrs. Magpie, one of these days we're going to have to go backstage and have a talk. You don't have to be live. You don't, people don't need to hear you. Just play around in there. Yeah, you want to think about it, Mrs. Magpie. We are, aren't we? We're a lovely bunch of coconuts. A lovely bunch of coconuts. Yeah. Look at it this way. In a world chock full of nuts, aren't you glad you're a cashew? Oh, God. Yeah, I understand you, Mrs. Magpie. I mean, I've dealt a lot with English, Scottish, a little bit of Irish, Australian. So I'd understand you. I grew up with Scottish, English and Scottish. Not really any Irish. So, I just like when you said you're plaiting your hair. I haven't heard that word for forever. You know, we used to do that in Cubs. You take a whole bunch of those plastic strings, like laces, and you fold them over each, to make a keychain where you make the four, you loop over, and it keeps going until you cut it and you make a keychain or something. Well, it's just you. Okay. I'm not going to. That's why I say like a safe zone. You know what I mean? Like a safe area where you know what it is. You know who's going to be there, and it's. I know what you mean. I mean, Mrs. Magpie. I can remember a long time ago. I went for that big IT channel. Did this other one. Why don't you come on panel? Why don't you come on panel? Why don't you on panel? And I sat here and I thought to myself, because you don't want to hear me. I'm not too crazy about going on panels. You don't want to hear me. You don't want to hear what I had to say. And guess what? They didn't want to hear what I had to say. Just like anywhere, but you take a chance. But I'm not going to interfere with, understandings that you and your husband have. Yeah. You got to honor that commitment. But anyway, it is what it is. Yeah, really, where's Steve? Hi, Steve. People want to say hi, Steve. Steve is out playing with the animals or something. I don't know. He said he was going to be home in 40 minutes. It's been 40 minutes. Should be almost home. What? I don't know what. Steve has been silent for about 20 minutes now. I don't know where he is. Oh, that could be. Didn't he say that young lady on the bicycle? Maybe that's what. Maybe. And I did say to him about muting because it was, I couldn't understand it. I don't know. A visitor from the past. But anyway, so oh, I'm sorry. Oh, who knows? Christ. Who knows? What is it? I'm. I don't know. Oh, I don't. Yeah, we do. Have you ever? I do have a habit of going back into where I went on panel, and I do listen to myself, and I say, sorry, I missed on the. Oh, about wherever he's from, I don't know. Yeah, this is Slobberjaw. That's why I like accents. We can all say essentially the same thing, but the accent, it's for lack of a word, I find it alluring. It's wonderful to hear all the different accents, and I make fun of some, but I don't mean it nasty, you know. I just oh, I'm rude. Am I rude, Mrs. Magpie? I'm rude. Well, I'm sorry if I don't bend the truth to the way you like it. Really, is that what I am? You know what that sounds like? You're from England. Just by your wording, you're from England. Either that or certain parts of the state. Whatever. No, there's no misunderstanding, Mrs. Magpie. There's no misunderstanding. He's a man. He's male. No doubt he's male. Run across that so much. So what? Whatever. Who knows? Slobberjaw, that's why when I went through what I went through, I stayed off of YouTube. I stayed away from saying things because I'm going to carry, how I'm feeling with me. I'm going to misdirect anger, and that's not right. I try. I really do. But anyway, Mrs. Magpie, I went back. I say I don't know a lot. I just say I don't know. I don't know. I say that a lot. That you're talking about something, and I don't know. I mean, I could have stayed down and chat. And I could have said nothing. Rude. I'm rude. We don't say that over here. That's English. Probably talking about me. Remember that Tettle, the whatever, Mrs. Magpie, the guy at the end of that stream, I'm a fool. Okay, I'm a fool. That's why I don't have money and I'm sitting on a hill with my eyes rolling around. Just a fool on the hill with the sun going down. The eyes in his head see the world spinning around. Whatever. When you see in chat and people go effing, everything's effing this, effing that. But that's about grade school education to me. So if that's rude, tough shit. Okay? You can't find the English words. That's on you. Not my problem. Well, he put in that statement. I had this day and my day's messed up, and he's pointing to that guy, and I'm the only guy. So, duh. Like I care. Mrs. Magpie, I have a saying for them that I made up, and I'm going to stick to it if I'm ever confronted verbally. You got a problem, Zed? Come on, panel. Or not. I don't really care. And it's up to Steve. He says, Black Watch, walk the plank, no blindfold, no last cigarette. I'll go. No problem. I don't know. I'm going to presume he was in a miserable mood and decided to share it with everybody, right? Hi, I'm miserable. Would you like to listen to me? You know, one of the, I don't know. I don't know what I did or anything else. It must have been they heard my voice and that's it. So I know who that guy is and that's what he thinks of me. Okay. Okay. I'd rather have it out at the beginning of what somebody thinks than play around with it. You know, whatever. Who cares? I mean, you could have, Zed, you could come in and have your choice of who's on panel. I suffered through an hour and a half of whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to worry about it. That's what I think, Mrs. Magpie. He's just in a miserable mood and thought he'd share it. You know what I mean? I'm having a shit day. Would you like to have a shit day with me? No. Whatever. Whatever. Well, let's see. At least you're saying it. Well, you know, I'm sorry, Zed. We all go through things, don't we? And it's not like me to share it. That's not me. But it got a little intense. And I kind of felt comfortable in here, I guess. And I just kind of had to blow it off, you know? So that's life. I mean, honestly, Zed, with the number of panels I've listened to, and the people were having trouble. They were having trouble in their life. They needed somebody to talk to. That's not like me. No, let him go. Let him say it the way he wants to say it. I'd rather hear it the way somebody has to say it. Zed, if your life is perfect, you don't have any, you know, you don't want to hear people's problems. You don't want to hear when they're hurting or something. That's up to you. I understand. Huh? Yeah. Zed, stand on your roof and say, you're fucked up. And you know how many people will answer you? Most of the world. So what? You know? Okay, well, I'm glad you're his good friend. Okay, so I'm not trying to interfere with that. Most of the times I stay in chat and just talk to people. But that's okay. At least we know to keep the distance, right? That's okay. I don't mind. But mark my words, Zed, you start kind of bleeding out any problems, I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up too. How about that? Don't come over and ever start bleeding over here about your problems. I'm going to tell you to shut the fuck up. Suck it up, buttercup. It'll make you feel better. Anyway, I'm done with you, Zed. I'm not talking to you anymore. Not worth it. I didn't cost him anything. If your friendship is so easily pushed away from somebody, it isn't worth having you as a friend anyway. So you're blaming me for you, are you? Boy, is that unique, Mrs. Magpie. People on the internet go around blaming others for their shit. Isn't that unique? Something I never did. Whatever, man. You're not worth it. You want to come back, said, we'll do it with Steve. One of us got to leave, he'll make up his mind. That's easy. Easy. Mr. E is in the house. Nice of you to drop in. Did you see Steve on your way over, Mr. E? We can't find him. He's off playing with the girl on a bicycle. Darn bicycles. He's got a thing about that. You think I'm going anywhere, Zed? You're out of your mind. But anyway, enough about that. I was meaning to get to your channel, Mr. E, and now I can finally find you. I can't find it from a comment, only in chat. Let's see. Channel. I don't want channel activity. I'll go to channel. Mr. E. We got 130 videos. Wow. 589 subs. I'll make it 590. Where's the button? Oh, there it is. You have 590 subs. Mystery. Come back out of mystery. I guess we lost Babette somewhere. I guess it's raining here, so she wouldn't be outside. Oh, you want 600? I've got 2 other channels. I could go to them, but I don't want to leave this at the moment. I'll screw it up. Which will make Zed very happy. But anyway, you have 590. Anybody didn't? Yeah, if anybody didn't go over and sub to Mr. E, you get 600. He needs 10 more. 10 more mountains to climb, sweet Jesus. 10 more miles to climb. I'd like to talk to you, Mr. E. I can't let you on panel. Steve is out playing with his girlfriend or something, which is admirable. Go to the subscribing. I did. You should have 590 now. You had 589. I did. I don't know if anybody else did. This true. Are you? But the true question, are you sub to a? Yeah. Oh, you mean Mr. E? I don't know. I don't put up anything really, I don't care about subs. Make content. Yeah, I don't really bother. I just use whatever to cement the channel, so it doesn't lose it like I did. Why you have 600? I don't know. Man, I'm confused. I subbed to both. That's all I know. I'm honestly, Mystery. I got rid of 174 channels, so I'm kind of interested in something different for a change. Bohemian what? Bohemian. The Bohemian Rhapsody. Mrs. Magpie must be out getting the dinner out of the cooker. Uh, I don't know, right? I don't know. Making a coffee. I think that's what I want to have. I want to go have a coffee. I'll go make a coffee. That'll keep Zed happy that I'm off of the air or something. Seems to be everybody's miserable little cup of tea lately. Whatever. Whatever. I will. I will. I will. One more mountain to climb, sweet Jesus. One more mountain to climb. Anybody found Steve yet? Oh, Steven. I got the coffee on. If you want one. One of these days, we're going to have a talk mystery. I got a couple of questions to ask you. I'd like your thoughts on it. What? The abandoned UK? Is that a catchphrase? Who abandoned it? Steve said something about a young lady on a bicycle and then he muted and he hasn't come back yet. From what I can tell. They got some sausages at a small town shop and he couldn't make it home without having some. So that was the end of that. I don't know where he went. I don't know where he went. Ah, oh, jeez. Well, Mrs. Magpie, it looks like I'm in the doghouse again. I'm batting 1,000. I can't win. Yeah, maybe I don't know what you mean by the phrase abandoned UK, Mr. E. Where's that going? Is that a new phrase for what's going on in the UK? Whatever. I know there's protests. Wasn't it Ireland? There was a bunch of farmers that were protesting, going down to Belfast or something. That's the latest I heard from the UK and everything. Which I understand the farmers' position. Farmers have it bad over here because of the carbon tax. Federal government put a carbon tax and it just went up 23% April 1st, which is thousands of dollars cost in operating, thousands of dollars more. Um, Watching the unboxing. You mean IT? What do you mean Let me try to read this. Unboxing. You mean watching my Urbex video? Oh, I only watched a couple. I couldn't. Every time I went to get to your channel, I couldn't find it, or I missed you in chat, so I could, without a wrench, you can't go there. Otherwise you're chasing all Mr. E's and Mr. B's, and what do you unbox? Like, it's just meaning looking in. Oh, empty buildings. Oh, okay. Oh, like family towers. Oh, yeah, faulty towers. Yeah. I haven't watched British for a long time. It was what's the ones? Was it Time? Who's the ones that did the archaeology? There was a British thing where some estates they have somebody in and they excavate for archaeology thing. That's the last I watched. Yeah, looking for empty buildings. Yeah. I know what you mean. I haven't watched Coronation Street in like a decade or more, and ever since, was it Liz on Coronation Street with Steve's mother, and she owned the Rovers, and she was going to lead the Time Team. That's it. Yeah, Time Team. Yeah, I used to like that. Remember the guy with you talked like this with the blue check, and he had that hat on, and I enjoyed that kind of, but it got repetitious. And they come up with a few Roman shards of pottery, and then they put it all back. Black edge in it. Yeah. Was this thin guy was the host, and I heard that guy passed away. The guy with the hat, who talked like the British, and he's a funny guy. Somebody told him he passed away some time ago. So it was Time Team. That was it, Time Team. I enjoyed that. I mean, I thought it was a good show. And Benny Hill was hilarious. That guy was just. On the buses. I didn't care for On the Buses. That got repetitious. Was it good? Oh, it wasn't. Where somebody has an estate in England, and they have like acres, and they'd have all the kept grass, and they'd have them in and they excavate, and then put it all back the way it was. And basically it was shards of Roman pottery. That's all they found. Which, as I understand, in England, it's all over the place. When the Roman Empire conquered it, and Basically, this pot's no good. Throw it out the window, you know. But I enjoyed that show for a while until, like I say, I got repetitious. That's all they ever found, you know. BP, local ice cream van. Do you still get the ice cream vans coming around with the bells going and then the jingle? Yeah, that's we used to have that when I grew up as a kid. Have finally one of them came around. It was like, you know, every kid ran home for some change for it, like the Dairy Queen on wheels. But yeah, you know what I heard? Did you ever look at the pyramids? You know, in Egypt, and you know the way they came in, particularly the British, the turn of the 20th century, and they. But there's a guy that's in charge now for Egypt of the pyramids, and everything goes through him. I used to watch some of those shows. Yeah, no, the Kid Kat, yeah. But they had some sort of a robot. You know where the pyramids had air vents, mystery. You know the vents, and it kind of sometimes went up to certain stars. And they sent a robot up it, like a 6-wheel robot, and but it got stuck. It got stuck in one, and then they couldn't get it back out. Yeah, yeah, they did. They were really yeah. Those ice cream vans would go up the street, and the kids go running at it, and usually got an ice cream cone with that, Dairy Queen, the milk ice cream, the little swirls. Yeah. Somebody said this in a chat. They said, I got to mute because the ice cream wagon. So I guess they're still out there. I remember the guy on a bicycle, like a two-wheel, like popcorn ones. Remember that? Used to ride his bicycle around with the popcorn and the butter and and when I was a kid, that was a big 10 cents or 5 cents for a bag of popcorn. But yeah. Mrs. Magpie, I can remember when the hula hoop came out. Remember the hula hoop, the plastic with it? And it had like the ring and the piece of wood. One of the fathers had a 58 Buick, big black one, and he came home and he opened the trunk, and all the kids are looking full of hula hoops. It was, yeah. It's, oh well. This one better to, yeah. Then the skateboards came out. And of course, most of the kids couldn't afford it, so they took roller skates and nailed it to a board. So many broken arms, and my dad says, "You're not getting one of them." Yeah. Hula hoops, yeah. Hula, yeah. Those were the days, my friend, we thought they'd never end. We laugh and sing forever and a day. Those are the lives we lose and never lose. Those were the days, oh yes, those were the days. Do you have one still? Oh, the roller boots. Yeah, a lot of people like roller skates and that, but we had the ones when I grew up. They clamped to your shoe. You remember that with the key? They tight to your shoe. Roller skates and roller blades came in. The single, straight line and that. Yeah. A lot of broken arms with those skateboards. Kangaroo jump. Kangaroo jumps. You don't mean pogo stick. Pogo sticks had their thing too when they came in. Kangaroo jumps plural. I don't kangaroo mean pogo sticks or still. I think girls have better balance anyway. Oh, okay. I have to kangaroo jumps. I don't know what they are. It's in the phrase. It's just the phrasing of word. What they are. What are kangaroo jump are the world's lowest impact shoe. Oh, it's a shoe. The patented IPS, whatever IPS is, impact protection. Enjoy. Oh, they're still on all cardio exercise. I guess they're still out there, are they? Jump shoes. Oh, their brand name. Kangaroo jump. What are disadvantages? You want to know the disadvantages? That guy. Conversely, jogging and jumping. Oh my God, forget that. The silly things we do. But they sell them. Yeah, like a giant. I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Oh, I should have known. Should have known by the name they're Australian. Yeah. But they don't come up with some gimmick that probably does more damage than good, and yet they sell a whole bunch of them. I don't know. Kids fun. Kids fun. Kids fun. You know, Mrs. Magpie used to, when you used to brew tea and you put it in the pot and the whole, what did they call the thing they put on the teapot? Whatever. So you went to make it in a cup. Then I make a cup. Since I came here, I can't make a decent cup of tea. I gave up tea altogether. I can't brew anything in the cup here. I don't know why. Going to walk the dogs. I envy the dogs. Walking my cat named Dog. Enjoy. This is Magpie. Enjoy your walk. You got multiple dogs. Good luck with that one. Anybody here? Where the hell did Steve go? Steven, if you're not back soon, I don't see staying on here, which will make everybody quite happy when I leave, I guess. Everybody can play again and chat and listen to nothing. Bitch, bitch, bitch. It's 5 o'clock, 5:30, and Mrs. Magpie's room. I guess that's it for the night, Mrs. Magpie. You made the tea, and now the dogs go for a walk, and that's it for the night. And then a happy Monday morning to go back to work. Let's see what's going on. Rescue was live 2 hours ago. The hell with him. Well, people, I'm going to jump down now. Then Zed can come back and he can play around in the chat by himself. Make people happy, whatever. See you, Steve. Maybe I'll go away for a while so you can get your friends back. Have a good day, people.